Are you looking for a super small camper that's easy to tow and it's perfect for weekend getaways? Well, check out these Teardrop campers that we found. Stick around, folks. You're going to want to check these out. If you're looking for a small camper that's easy to tow, maybe you should consider a Teardrop trailer. Hey everybody, I'm Mike in front of the camera and Susan's behind the camera. And if you've seen us before, welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time seeing us, welcome aboard. We make tons of videos all about RVing, and we also have our website called RVBlogger.com, where we literally have hundreds of articles all about RVing as well. And if that's not enough, we also have our Facebook group called RV Camping for Newbies. We invite you to join, jump into the group, ask questions, learn from fellow RVers, and just have a lot of fun. Today though, we have some awesome Teardrop campers that we're going to tour, and so without any further ado, let's get started right now. This next Teardrop trailer is by Sunset Trailers, and it's their Sunray model number 109. And although it's not technically a Teardrop trailer, it does fit all the criteria that we use to determine what a Teardrop trailer is. For example, weight, basic shape, things like that. So this particular trailer weighs in at a dry weight of just 1,280 pounds, and the gross vehicle weight rating on this is 2,000 pounds. So it's very light, very easy to tow. You'll notice inside this particular trailer, it's got this vintage theme in here, which we think is really cool. It's got the light wood finish, the red and white seats that go with it, and it's got that vintage feel, which just we think is pretty cool. A lot of people like the vintage look. You'll also notice down on my left hand side here that it does have propane heat built into this trailer as well. And then you'll notice up above me here, there's a max air vent right in the middle. Now the bed in this particular camper, I already pre-measured it, is 74 inches long, and this bed will pull out, and these two cushions become the top of the bed here, and so it's 54 inches wide. So same size that you would find in a short queen in a lot of larger trailers that are out there. And then off to my right hand side, you'll notice that there's a TV location with cable TV hookup and a receptacle above. And then just to the side of that, you'll notice the air conditioner with a little bit of storage space down below. So when we pop outside of this little Teardrop trailer, you'll notice that it has a roof rack that comes with it as well. It has a 500-pound capacity on the roof rack. And then as we walk around to the back of this trailer, this is where the kitchen area is located. First thing you'll notice is this really nice big refrigerator, which I love, and it's one of the better refrigerators that I've seen on a Teardrop. And it's also got a little separate freezer area as well. But it's a good size fridge for a Teardrop camper, that's for sure. And then you have a microwave up above. It's not a convection microwave, but it's perfect size for, you know, cooking whatever you need to cook out here. Then you have a single bowl sink, a 2-burner range, and then we have a little bit of storage above. And there's also some additional storage down below the sink as well. Now, this camper also has a really neat feature around front. So it can be a normal size trailer, or you can add this. This trailer actually has a front toy hauler option that's available too. It could be called a deck, but there are two different models of the 109 for the Sunray Sport. The 109 regular is 12 feet long. It does not have the toy hauler part. And then the 109E includes this toy hauler deck, and that takes you to a total length of 16 feet 6 inches. So it's an incredibly versatile, really small Teardrop trailer, but it's very unusual to see a Teardrop where you have an option to get a toy hauler on the front. This Teardrop trailer is the inTech Luna Rover, and it is 15 feet 5 inches long, and the dry weight on it is just about 1,800 pounds. The gross vehicle weight rating on here is 2,200 pounds, so it's nice and light, easy to tow behind a whole bunch of different kinds of vehicles. Now you'll notice with this particular camper, it has a door on each side. Susan's standing at one and I'm over here at the other. And when you first come in towards the front of this camper, the first thing you'll notice is this giant window. Now, we're inside of a building right now shooting this video, It's a little bit rainy outside today, but this would normally be a big window that you would have a beautiful view of whatever's out in front of you. Then you'll also notice at the front of the camper, it's got lots of countertop space for you to use, relax, and underneath all the countertop space, there's additional storage space as well on both sides and even in the middle. Now this middle compartment is pretty big. I would say it's just about 2 by 2 by 2. And there's a door that you can get to this from the outside also. You'll also notice up here there are a couple of cup holders, and on one side of this area is a receptacle, and then on the other side of it there are 2 USB ports that you will have access to as well. Then you'll notice that the camper itself has this large sleeping area in here. The width on this is 60 inches wide, and the length of it is 80 inches long. So it's a very good actual queen size bed in here for you to sleep on. And as we sort of work our way around the camper, you'll notice up top you've got this really cool storage area with accent lighting. There is another one of these on the other side of the camper. You'll also notice this window here. There's one on the other side as well, so you can get a nice cross ventilation in here. There's an air conditioning unit up front, radio and CD player, and then of course your TV location. And above the TV you've got, you know, these drawers or doors that open for additional storage. And then there's one more really cool feature you're going to want to see next. This camper has a built-in fireplace, which is really amazing. And I mean, it's just gorgeous, and this thing puts out some heat. Let me tell you, I'm amazed at how warm it is with the warm air blowing out of here. It's got a fan built into it, so it blows the air out. Now it's got a few different color settings. So you had all orange, then it turns to an orange and blue, and then it goes to all blue. So you can set the lighting to however you would like it to be. You can you know, arrange your flame height inside. And then, of course, you can set your temperature as well. But what a really neat little feature to have inside of your camper. Out back of this Teardrop camper, we have our kitchen setup. And this is a nice kitchen setup. On the left-hand side here, you have a 2-burner stove. There's a little bit of storage space down below your stove area. And then above, you've got this storage compartment and also storage all the way across the top. Then we have a very large single bowl sink here in the middle. That's really unusual for a Teardrop camper, but it's a very good size sink that'll make washing up the dishes very easy. And then you have a little more storage underneath of your sink area as well. Then finally we have some more storage above the cooler area, and then this Coleman cooler opens right up. It's an electric cooler that you can plug in, and this will keep all of your refrigerated items nice and cool. This Teardrop camper is the TAG Boondock, and it is 13 feet 7 inches long, and the gross vehicle weight on it is 2,200 pounds. So it's a pretty small little trailer, but it's got a lot of really cool features to it. First of all, it's got a really large sleeping area in here, and I've always wondered how big it is in here, so I'm going to find out. It's about 70 inches wide and about 78 inches long. So I wouldn't say it's quite as big as a king size bed, but it's certainly bigger than a queen size bed. So good amount of sleeping space. It's also got some receptacles and USB charging ports that are built into the headboard. It's got some extra storage space behind here. It's got some reading lights that shine down on you, and then a little bit of extra storage up top. It's also got a really nice big window here that you can open, and 2 other windows on the sides so you can get a nice cross breeze in here. And it also has a fan up top which will suck air right out of here and keep things really nice and airy and breezy. But if it's really warm out, you also have an air conditioner inside also, along with all the extra storage that goes in up front, including a radio and even a little heater. You'll notice in the NuCamp varieties, they have these awesome window screens that offer either a privacy shade, or you can pull down a screen, so that way you can keep the bugs out when you have your windows open. Now you might have noticed that we were missing a kitchen inside of this trailer, but that's because it's on the outside. And so on the back of this Teardrop trailer, it opens right on up, so you sort of have a cover over top of your kitchen. And then starting on the left-hand side over here, we've got a single bowl sink with a good sized faucet above, a couple of little hangers here to hang things up. And then you have a decent amount of storage space underneath of your kitchen sink and countertop area. And as we move along to the right, we have a 2-burner stove, little microwave oven here, and it doesn't really have a refrigerator, but it does have a really nice cooler so you can keep your cool things nice and cool. Also, you'll notice outside additional countertop space, another little drawer spot up here, and then you've got receptacle and more USB ports. This Teardrop camper trailer is the little guy Mini Max, and it is 17 feet 2 inches long, and the gross vehicle weight on it is 3,500 pounds. So again, it's another light Teardrop trailer that can be towed by many vehicles. When you first walk in the door here, you'll notice that I can actually stand up. There's enough headroom over my head. Now I'm 5'11", and there's probably 2 inches over my head. So if you're taller than 6'1", you're gonna feel pretty cramped in here, but the air conditioner might get you too. But anyway, it's an okay amount of headspace in here. The kitchen is at the very front of this camper, and it features a pretty deep single bowl sink. And then of course you have a 2-burner stove right next to that. Okay amount of countertop space for a trailer this small. Then you'll notice that it's got just a little drawer here for sponges and, you know, things for washing up. Microwave down bottom. It's got a drawer below the microwave. I guess you could have little mini cookie sheets or whatever. And then you have more storage space underneath of the cooktop area. And a nice deep drawer for utensils. Now these drawers and doors and really all the wood inside here is all real wood or plywood. There's no particle board in here that I've seen anywhere, which is really nice. And all the drawer guides are very smooth and solid. So it's just a very high quality fit and finish that they have. Above the kitchen countertop area, you've also got a little bit of extra storage up here also. And when you first come in the door, one thing I also like is that it's got a very nice screen door setup, so when your door is open, and we're keeping it closed to cut down on glare and road noise, but you can, you know, you've got a built-in screen that just slides back and forth, so it's very convenient. And then of course you have screens built into the windows, or you've got a privacy shade, either way that you want to go. Right next to the kitchen area, we have the shower and wet bath, and we'll take a look at that real quick. So the shower area has a very nice shower handle set. It slides up and down so you can adjust it. It is a wet bath, so the toilet is located inside the shower area, and but it's a decent amount of space. So right next to the shower, you have the refrigerator. Now this refrigerator is really pretty cool. It's got this upper part, and then this is where your, how did I open this before? This is where your freezer is located. But then it's got this cool drawer setup for the bottom part of your refrigerator. It's not a freezer, but it's just a bin style storage area for the bottom part of your refrigerator. I've not seen that before. So that's kind of a cool setup. I like that. Right across from the refrigerator, you have more cabinet space available. And then you've got a radio down below. And then below that, you have even more storage space under there as well. As we move into the back of the camper, this is where your living room, dining room, and bedroom are all three things in one place. Now, this comes with a separate stand-up table that you can just move around, but then this also converts into your bed, and I think you could sleep as many as 3 people back here. The measurements on it are 76 inches wide, and the depth on it is about 72 inches. So it'd be a tight squeeze to get 3 people back here, but if it was 2 adults and 1 small child, I guess that would be easy enough to do. Also back here, you've got a nice TV location so you can lounge or have dinner and watch TV. And then you've got your charging center, which includes 2 USB ports. This Teardrop travel trailer is the NuCamp TAB S320 Boondock. It is 15 feet 3 inches long, and the axle weight on this is 2,900 pounds. So pretty light trailer that you could tow behind almost any vehicle. When you first walk in to this Teardrop camper, you can see headroom's at a premium in here. I'm kind of banging on the ceiling a little bit. I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall, so it's pretty tight. But anyway, it's a really, really cool little camper. When you first come in, it's got a door that looks like the inside of an airplane door. It's got a round window, place to stow stuff. It's got a trash can built into it. But what I really like is that when the door is open, you can pull this screen across and have a really nice built-in screen door. I really like that a lot. Right behind me here is the kitchen area. And you'll notice here that there is a 2-burner stove. Below that, we have a small fridge. And there's a little spot up top here for making ice cubes. Little freezer area. Then to the left of me here, we have a single bowl sink. And then it's got a couple of drawers down below. A couple cabinets, I should say. But I like these knobs. They're very nice. So lots of storage space down there, and then even a drawer down below the refrigerator. So they try to make use of every square inch of this camper. Above your sink and your 2-burner stove, you've got these couple of cabinets that flip up a little bit, so you have a little bit of storage in here also. You even have storage over top of the door. Boy, they are loud. And then you have your wet bath right next to the bathroom. Now, this wet bath has a shower and a toilet and also a little sink inside. It's kind of like what you might find in an airplane. It's got that feel to it. So here I am in the back of this Teardrop, and this is where the dining and living room area is that also converts into your bed. It's got this lagoon style table in here, which is really pretty cool. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's very swivelly is the technical term, I believe. I mean, this really goes all around. So I like that feature. It's pretty cool. You can set this up so that the back cushions are in the upright position, so you have like a U-shaped couch in here, or you can lay them down flat so they both go down, and then at night this becomes your sleeping area. Behind here you have storage underneath of where these pillows would be. You've also got this back area that pops up, and you have additional storage like down in here, so that's pretty cool. And then you've got these sort of knobless cabinets. It's just got a neat little, I don't know what you call it, a neat little latch. So it's invisible, you don't see it, you just pinch it and it pops right open. It's really pretty neat. And then the other nice thing about the tabs is the windows and how they're made. There's actually a set of blinds that you can pull up for, you know, nighttime for privacy. And you can open your window, and you can also just lower the screens. So they're really neat, and they connect together, so when one opens, the other closes. Very cool little setup. You can see there's additional storage above me here, another cabinet here as well, and then I think Susan's in kind of tight on it, but your TV mounts right here on the wall. This Teardrop camper is the TAB 400 Boondock, and it's the largest of the Teardrops that NuCamp makes. It is 18 feet 3 inches long, and it's got a maximum gross weight of about 3,900 pounds. So it can be towed by a lot of different trucks, some of the larger SUVs that are out there. Now, when you first walk in, the first thing I notice right away is more headroom space than any of the other Teardrops that are out there. Luckily, I happen to have my handy dandy tape measure with me, and at the height of the ceiling in here, you've got about 78.5 inches of height, which is similar to what you'd find in most travel trailers that are out there. Now, of course, because of the Teardrop design, that 78 sort of fades away as you move towards the front or the back of this camper, but it still has a decent amount of headroom. So when you first walk in, these doors just blow me away. It looks like an airplane door. It's got pockets that you can store things. It's got this latch that just looks like the inside of an airplane door. It's got this cool little shade that comes up and down, and then you've got your trash can built in here as well. And then right behind me, this is the dining and lounging area of this Teardrop. Now you can sit here, easily fit, I would say 3 people. And this area also becomes another bed, so you can also sleep 3 people inside this Teardrop trailer. It's a pretty cool little setup. Now, the window screens and shades in here are just like you would find in all the Tab campers. You have a privacy shade, and then you also have a screen shade, because all the windows in here, the big rectangle ones anyway, they all open up, so you can get a lot of cross ventilation throughout this camper. One other thing you'll notice is you have this upper ledge for storage, and as you wrap around, you know, you have more storage on the sides also. So here I am in the kitchen area, and the first thing you'll notice up top is that there's a microwave oven up here. Not a convection oven, just a microwave. And then there's a nice size storage cabinet here, additional storage space next to that. Then as we come down through here, we've got our sink and faucet that pop up. Next to that, you've got a 2-burner stove, which is a nice setup right here. And then you've got lots of drawer space, cabinet space, really nice quality drawers and latches too. I mean, they just work great, and the slides are fantastic. The guides are nice. These are all plywood drawers, just all very, very high quality. And then underneath your kitchen sink, this is a really cool cabinet setup. Sort of a round cabinet, and then more storage under there as well. And then right across from the kitchen area, you have your bathroom. Now this is a very large bathroom for a Teardrop trailer. It's got a shower, a toilet, and also it's got this really cool fold down sink and faucet that look really, really cool as well. Lots of storage in there. And there's actually a shower curtain that goes around a track up top so that your walls don't get all wet. It keeps everything dry that way, including the toilet area, which is kind of a nice feature. Okay, so just behind the bathroom is where you will find the refrigerator. And, you know, it's a small fridge. It's got a separate little area here for ice cubes. Not real big, but not real small. It's great for a weekend getaway. And below that, you have additional drawer space. That's a good size, super deep drawer. And then below that, a space to kick your shoes. So in the very back of this Teardrop, you have your bed area. And one nice thing about this Teardrop being as large as it is that you don't have to convert or unconvert your bed into a dinette. It's just always the bed, which some people find very, very convenient. This bed is, let's see here, about 80 inches across. So good size, 6 feet 8 inches. And the width on it is 54 inches wide. So it's definitely a small queen, RV sized queen bed for sure. You have this nice window here behind me that has a privacy shade, or it's got the screen so you can open the window and enjoy the air while you're sleeping back here. It's also got a TV at one end, and then on the other end there's a nice little cubby for storage with a receptacle and USB ports as well. We hope you've enjoyed checking out these Teardrop trailers. Let us know in the comments down below which one you like the best and why. And speaking of check it out, if you'd like to check out some of our other videos, just click right over here. And remember to subscribe to the RVBlogger channel when you do, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every single week when we come out with a brand new video. So for Mike and Susan, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.